In this video, you're going to see a beautiful live trade breakdown from this week on GBP JPY. From the beginning all the way to the end, there's a ton of value that I think is going to help transform your trading. I get to show you the importance of patience, waiting for your best A+ setup, and then executing on your A+ setup. So I think this video is going to help you a lot. Of course, if it does, please smash that like button for me, hit subscribe if you're new, and drop some positive comments. I read them all. And yeah, this trade was taken on my personal funded accounts and also a bunch of FTMO challenges as well. So across the board, this trade was taken on every single account that I have. So it was an awesome one, and I'm excited to share it with you. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. What's going on, guys? Bringing you guys a live trading session here on GJ. So what I want to see on GJ is shorts across the board, but I want to wait across the board. I want to see shorts on this pair, okay? Reason being, we are in mega premium here. We do have this area up here, but I expect some sort of retracement into this kind of imbalance at bare minimum on the daily. And if we look on the 4-hour time frame, we had a nice sweep. We're having some sort of accumulation. I'm hoping we come down and take out this kind of news wick here, London low liquidity within that daily imbalance, which is nice. So this can be like our draw. And if we look at JPY basket, we are in the 15-minute imbalance here. So I'm going to be waiting for a 15-minute structure shift out of this general region, because if we don't get that structure shift, I see us sweeping this low here. So I need to be patient. I need to wait patiently for this opportunity. And I want one of three things to play out. I would prefer a sweep of this Frankfurt high here, but at the same time, we'll let the market dictate what it's going to do. So I'm going to chill, and I'll update you guys along the way as we go. Guys, we're getting a little sell-off right here from this OB, but I hate entering trades with Frankfurt high here. Like I love New York being the high of the day. So I may wait for that to happen. I may wait for a clear stop out of this general high here before I consider it. Unless we get like a super clean break, but ideally I want to be the high of the day in New York. Like that's what I kind of want. So I'll gladly wait. If you look over here on the 15-minute time frame as well, we're kind of rejecting from this supply zone. So we'll see what happens here on this setup, but I just want to wait. I want to wait for more. I don't want to jump in and get trapped out. So I'm not a big fan of taking trades like these, to be honest, where it's a confirmation out of an OB. Like they're great, but I prefer the high of the day. And right now we're not at the high of the day. Like we're around the high of the day. Don't get me wrong, but there wasn't a clear like trap for me yet. Like there wasn't a clear run. So going to continue to watch and see how we react out of this area. But this high to me just looks very tasty. And this could be a trap right now where we do come up, we end up sweeping, and then potentially something like this, that would be ideal. Or we end up gunning the high like this, or we end up closing below like this, come up. That's obviously an option as well. It depends for me what's happening over here on JPY. So I'm just going to wait my turn, sit on the 15 minutes so I don't get tricked into anything, and we'll wait for an A+ setup to come. And if it doesn't come, then it doesn't come. See how this 15 demand so far is being respected? So I need to trade, if I'm shorting, guys, I have to be at the high of the day. And we're not at the high of the day yet. So I need to wait for that to happen, or simply no trade. I don't trust Frankfurt holding ever. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens here, but I'm going to be patient and I'm not going to rush in just to take something. I want to see a nice clear trap, right? And I apologize if you guys can hear the heater in the background. It's freezing in here. Let me take a minute to introduce to you one of the top new prop firms in the industry, Think Capital. Think Markets, a fully regulated broker, has entered the prop space. With over 15 years of broker experience, this is massive for us traders. With up to 600K in capital to manage, 5K to 300K accounts, it gives us the perfect resources to succeed. Another bonus is they offer to USA clients, which is massive for you US traders. Use the link in the description and code RMTrading for 15% off any challenge. Let's get back to the video. All right, guys, so an absolute snooze fest still. We're still showing some bearish signs right now. So we'll see what happens on JPY basket over here as we are in this consolidation. Looking on the 15-minute time frame on both. This area, this demand is still holding. I am aware that we are building pretty nasty trend line here, but man, I really want this to pop up into here, man. Like, I really, really do. All right, so we're having a push up. We have the imbalance that I was looking at first for my first entry, guys. But I need to see, I want to see a sweep badly, man. Like, or what I would like, and I would do this, I'd be okay with this, is if we have this sweep here, and then we have a shift down. So then, to me, that would be a confirmation. Like if we have this sweep, then we break structure to the downside here, retrace, I would be okay with that move. But I need to patiently wait. Need to patiently wait for this. So I like this a lot right now, guys. I like this a lot. This is going to be a trap where a lot of people are looking to get in here. Okay. Now, like I said, if this area holds and we get the shift down, then that's a different story. But how we reacted out of this 15-minute demand zone, yeah, we'll see. But also at the same time, we could see some sort of divergence here where this low gets swept and then we start to see a shift up. And if that starts to happen, then we could expect this high to potentially hold. But I'm focusing on both. And I find with GJ, it's really friggin' nice to focus on both, because you can really see what the yen currency is doing. It's like having DXY here, right? Like when I trade EU and GU, I like to have DXY there as well as an extra confluence. Because look, we failed to break this high here. We then respected this bearish imbalance, and then we trended down lower. So just patience, man. Very, very, very patient. This fires me. There we go, baby. There we go. Patience pays. Let's go. Let's go. Think of the amount of people that would have got trapped out here. Maybe got trapped out trying to short up here. So now we're going to be looking for some friggin' shorts. Now these shorts are going to come from either here or they're going to come from above this high. Either way, we're going to be waiting for these to play out. We're going to be waiting for these bad boys to play out. So if you look to my right, yen is in an imbalance here. So the longs on this are either going to come from here or they're going to come from probably below here. But we could see a nice divergence play where we leave this low and we take this high. See? High, high. So now we wait. Let's go over to the hourly, because we're at lows, man. We're at lows. What else is there to take? I mean, there's this. If there's this here, that could be swept. That's if these lows keep getting swept. We have this area down here. So I'm going to be patiently waiting, guys. And I'm going to take a piss. I was so close, guys, to friggin' entering here on the M2. But I don't want to do that. M5 is the lowest I'll go. Gotta be patient. Really like that rejection candle that we got here after running that high. Beautiful sweep as well. See that sweep of the 4-hour high? Now, in a perfect world right now, we go like this, like that. For option 1, option 2. Hopefully this area holds. Now this area here is a demand or supply zone on JPY. So if we did come down and break here, I'd consider, because it is a supply zone here. See if I go over to the line chart, see push down, push up, boom. All right, guys, so I market executed on my personal. I didn't get a chance to get in on the funded accounts because I aren't allowed to hook them up to a trade copier. But the reason is we broke the supply like I talked about here. So we had to break a structure here. And then that's what this was over here. So when we broke it, I ended up market executing. We're at the high of the day. I like everything that I see. And yeah, we got what I wanted to see over here. So if this leaves without, then it is what it is. But if this leaves without, then I'd be missing the setup. So we've run a ton of liquidity. We'll see if we can target all the way down here. That'll be friggin' sweet if we can. We have this imbalance that we have to break through here on the 15-minute time frame. And if we do, we should be smooth sailing. Like in terms of liquidity, we have this low here, and then we have this low over here. This is where I got entered. So once we broke that, if you guys remember, I had this marked out here because that's where the supply was on yen. So guys, you can see we are starting to break down. See if we can get a short all the way down into these lows. That would be so nice. Now, I'm looking at these all as traps because we've run so much liquidity. We swept this high over here. We've already ran the weekly over here. And we have a ton of liquidity to the downside. I'm looking at this kind of news wick as liquidity. Same thing when I look over at yen. This wick could be nice. We'll see if we can break through this demand zone here. Hopefully we can break through this demand zone here, and hopefully this is, I mean, look how many taps of this trend line. Like, it's getting to be kind of ridiculous. So maybe this will do something like this. But man, is it hard to enter everything market execution style across like 3 accounts. It's very hard. The trade copier is easy with the personal, but it's very difficult. All right, guys, so I ended up getting out at break even over here. Okay. I ended up closing this trade over here when we started pushing the upside, and then I got in once we started to reject on this M15 imbalance, which was where I originally wanted to get in. If you guys remember at the beginning of the Outlook or live trading video, that's where I wanted to get in, literally this imbalance right here. But happy we ended up getting back in. I've rolled stop loss to bank 2% at least. So I have 2R at least, 2R roll at least. I'm just dragging it there now, guys. Give me a sec. Perfect. So I just closed it on my personal account. Then I'm going to let it run on the rest here. You guys saw this. Literally, I apologize for it cutting out. I was just literally sitting there chilling, and then I entered this trade. I just wanted to focus. So yeah, I ended up getting out. I would have obviously stayed in down here, but I got out at break even here, and then yeah, we're still running right now. Close it on 1. Absolutely beautiful, guys. So we are out of this trade for 3%, or 3R, sorry. We are out of this trade for 3R. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff, guys. Super, super fired up with it. And yeah, that's it. Just to do a little recap on it, or why I ended up getting in this trade. We had the run on liquidity. If you guys remember, I wanted to see this get taken out, which it did. Then I originally entered over here somewhere, okay? But when we started to reject over here, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to be able to get a better entry. So then I ended up entering up here. So I ended up entering up here, and yeah, just fired up with it, to be honest. When I entered this, I was downstairs on my laptop. So Yeah, grateful for this setup. Beautiful stuff. GJ hits, and very happy with it. So I'm going to cut the video now.